Hi everyone, so I got my hands on the brand new Converse Chuck 70 Deluxe Wedge. It's a Revolve exclusive, they gifted it to me, so I thought I would do a quick unboxing review and tell you all about the sizing, comfort and the whole aesthetic of them. So Converse aren't known for their wedges, they don't have many, they only have one other style at the moment. And that's the Converse X Martine Alley Chuck 70 Deluxe Wedge, but that only comes in black and it's leather and it has a removable gaiter that these don't. So again, very different. The other shoe they're kind of similar to is a Converse Chuck 70 Deluxe Heel, but again, that's a heel and not a wedge. So similar styles, but different. The other thing that separates these wedges from the Alley Chuck 70 wedge is that they're not monochromatic. They have some color patches on the heels, which I'll get to. So obviously it comes in the traditional Converse All Stars red box. This style is very different for me. I have to say it's a lot more of a grungy aesthetic than I'm used to. I haven't worn wedge sneakers probably since 2013 when the whole Isabel Marant wedge sneakers were massive. But wedge sneakers are really making a comeback. They were seen kind of all over TikTok last year. They started coming back. They're definitely back for this year, including wedge boots. So this is kind of the best of both worlds. You're getting a wedge boot and a wedge sneaker. And they call these kind of like a wedge sneaker. To me, they are more like a boot. So obviously you have your tissue paper protecting them. And then these are the wedges. So when these Converse wedges arrived in the mail, I was wondering if they were actually in there because they felt really light. I was like, there's no way they can be in there, but they are now. I'm feeling them. They're quite a hefty weight wedge. They're not going to be your lightweight ones. You're not going to obviously be working out in them, but they're a great street shoe. So one of the things that makes the Converse Chuck 70 Deluxe Wedge different to the other wedge and the heels is that they're made of their durable canvas that's kind of more familiar with their other shoe styles and sneakers rather than being leather. Now, normally I do like leather for ankle boots, but I kind of like this for the Converse just for being different, for being a little bit more athletic than the leather. And it's still really durable because they do use a really durable canvas in their construction. And then obviously the sole is that rubber construction that you're used to in Converse shoes. So there's no contrast stitching on this. If you're used to contrast stitching on Converse shoes, it is all monochromatic, which I personally really like. It comes with the lace closures. There's a load of different ways to lace these up. There's no wrong way. It just depends on your personal aesthetic. On Converse website, there's a whole section on how to lace your Converse. So I'll link that in the description below in case you want some inspiration or to style them differently. They came crisscross, which is probably how I'm going to keep them just for ease. I do tend to normally do a straight lace because I find I like that minimalistic look. You could also zigzag them, double lace them, wrap them around the ankles. But for me, I'm going to keep them laced like this just because they're already done. I kind of wish with Converse they would put their classic all-star leather patches on the outside rather than the inside so you can see them. But in saying that, it does kind of protect the insides if you are rubbing against wear there. But I just kind of think it's an odd place for them. I want them on the outside so you can see them more. And then the wedge is going to be 3.5 inches or 90 millimeters, and the platform is going to be 1.5 inches or 40 millimeters. So there's a few features you might not be able to tell online about these looking from the pictures. One is the front, that square toe is actually slightly angular and it has a couple of kind of ridges in there as well that kind of makes it a little bit more unique and a bit different. I think it's almost slightly daintier than a flat square toe. It's kind of like a square pointed toe, if that makes sense. And then the heel, I kind of really like the rubber tread going up the heel. It reminds me a bit of a driving loafer, and I've seen this design on a few other shoes. I actually kind of like that chunky lug sole effect. And again, the soles I think are going to wear really well. They're going to give you loads of traction because it does have a really deep rubber tread on them. They are made in Vietnam like most of their shoes are, so let's pop these on and see how they fit, see how comfortable they are, and if I'm liking the aesthetic or not. Converse says that the Chuck 70 Deluxe Heel and the CT 70 Deluxe Wedge run about half a size big and suggest sizing down half a size. So I have the 6.5. I would normally wear a size 7. I feel like I could have gone down to a 6, like a whole size smaller. But in saying that, if I want to wear these with slouchy, thicker socks, the 6.5 is going to give me the flexibility to do that rather than if I'd size down a full size. But Revolve offers free shipping and free returns. So you could obviously order both sizes if you're torn and kind of send back whichever one doesn't work for you. Now that I have these on, they actually feel quite lightweight. They don't feel as kind of heavy as I did when I was holding them. They kind of feel more like they did when they arrived in the package. I was like, oh, these feel really light. I don't feel like I'm clomping around with bricks on my feet. Comfort-wise, they're pretty comfy. They're not springy, kind of like you'd get from the bounce from a sneaker, But for ankle boots, I think they're pretty comfortable. So one of the downsides to these, I feel like, is the effort you have to go to lace them up. I like the laces, but I have a pair of white leather ankle boots that have the laces and then a zip on the side, so you can zip them on and off. You don't have to keep lacing and unlacing them, which kind of is a bit more fiddling and time consuming. The other thing is, I just kind of wish the ankle patch was on the outside, not on the inside. But these are tiny little things we're talking about. I think they're a really cool shoe. It is something really different. Originally, I wasn't sure how I would style the Converse Chuck 70 Deluxe Wedge, but after kind of digging around for some celebrity inspo and looking on Pinterest, I kind of found there's actually a lot of ways of styling them. Obviously, you can style them with a polo dress like this. These are really on trend for this year, so I kind of figured it would tie in. It's casual. It still goes with this, but I just wanted something on trend because these sneakers are so brand new. Obviously, you could style them with a short summer dress. I kind of like the floaty boho mini floral dresses with this. You could style it with a satin midi, mini, maxi dress like Hailey Bieber does, with wide leg pants or jeans and a baby tee or crop baby tee, with leather pants and a t-shirt or tank or bodysuit. If you're kind of more grungy and like that aesthetic, the longer length Bermuda shorts are big this year. You could do that. If you're doing big on the bottom though, I tend to suggest doing smaller, more fitted on the top just to balance out the proportions. If you wanted to make it a bit smarter, you could do the wide leg pants with a bandeau top and a blazer. For something more preppy, a little pleated skirt with socks and a cute little crop top or crop baby tee would look really cute. Micro shorts with a crop top and a crop jacket or crop blazer would look really cute. And then also a midi skirt and crop tee with these Converse wedges would look really cute and kind of give that 90s Y2K aesthetic. So overall, I think the Chuck 70 Deluxe Wedge is a really good, versatile shoe that you can wear pretty much for every season. It's comfortable. It's going to be heavier to pack with and chunkier, but it's definitely one of those laid back kind of street styles I think you can get a lot of wear out of. It's a really good price point. It's a versatile color. It's a neutral that goes with everything. So would I buy these again? I'm not sure. It's definitely out of my wheelhouse. It's something very different. But I did say for 2024, I really wanted to play around with my aesthetic more, get out of the box, not just be so classic, so elegant, so kind of more dressy. I wanted to kind of add in some more casual elements, some more streetwear, some more kind of just less structured and rigid. So I'm going to play around with these. I'm going to pop some more outfit inspiration on the blog in case you're tempted but not sure how you would style them to make work with your wardrobe. If you have any questions on the Converse 70 Deluxe Wedge, drop them in the comments below so I can get back to you. I'm going to link these Converse wedges along with the Martine Alley Chuck wedges and the heels in the description below in case you want to check them out and get a hold of them for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a quick thumbs up and subscribe.